Hello, welcome back. Sorry I didn't get a weekly update in last week. I've been sick with a head cold and I still kind of have it. But I wanted to get this week out for sure because today, December 15th, is the full moon. I believe this is the full moon in Gemini. So I'm not an astrologer, so I'm just going to relate to you what I've heard from other astrologers, which is this is kind of in partnership with the full moon or the new moon in Gemini that happened back in like June. So you'll start seeing some big changes. So any intentions that you had set with that new moon or the new moon that we had in December are going to start. You're going to start seeing those results rolling in. But that also means that you're going to start needing to make space for those results to roll in. So be aware that there's some things that are going to be coming up for you to release, specifically, I guess, to the mutable signs. So as I'm just shuffling the deck here, the Magician has come out. So this is your manifestations that you've been put into play. They are going to start coming back to you now. You'll start seeing these results that you've been putting in the effort toward manifesting. They're finally here. So make room for it, make space. The mutable signs are especially having kind of a rough go of things, in particular to like, I guess, old wounds coming up. So that's going to be Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces, and Virgo. And be mindful of the placements that you have, because it's not just going to be like if that's your sun sign. So for example, I have a lot of fixed placements. I'm a Leo sun, Scorpio moon. It says a lot about me. And a Gemini rising, which makes sense because I am all about contradictions and dichotomies. So my Gemini placement and my Virgo placements are where I'm going to be seeing the most coming up to be released. And I know for me specifically, because the rising sign is how others perceive you and how you present yourself to the world. And that is coming up a lot, is my interpretation of how I'm being perceived by others. Brian. Hello, Brian. Thank you for blessing the reading, my sweet boy. Sue was here earlier, but I had to take her off the desk so that I could start recording, and now Brian's here. But that's good. They've blessed the reading. Anyway, so that's just how my perception of how others perceive me is really coming up for review right now, and ways that I can be kinder to myself. Because obviously I am making stories about how I think others perceive me, and that's really just a reflection of how I perceive myself. So that is an example. Take a look at those placements, but here's what you need to know. Let's get a reading going for the week of December 15th through December 22nd, I think is next Sunday. So let's see. What do we need? Let's get 5 cards. There we go. I'm just gonna, Brian, I'm gonna use you. Yes, you're a good boy. 3, 4, and 5. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck energy, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. So this tells me right now it's a good time to just kind of stay put. You're at a crossroads, but what I'm really seeing is you know exactly where you're wanting to go. So if things are on pause, it's because I'm seeing like a bridge where, you know, they have the guardrail down, and it's because they have to, you know, let a ship through and then the bridge will come back down. What is that? That's one of those split bridges, and then you can drive across. So it's one of those where like things are moving into place and then you'll be allowed to cross, but your way isn't blocked. So in the meantime, you're paused so that you can do this reflection we've been talking about. First card out is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess here is all about that intuition, that letting your gut guide you, that inner wisdom, learning from your past, learning from the pasts of others. The mistakes you make that you can learn from don't have to all be yours. You can learn from other people's mistakes too. And it's just, how do you incorporate that wisdom and allow it to show up? And really trusting your intuition right now to guide you is very important. So if something doesn't feel right, it's probably not. Take another look at it. But don't be deceived by anything either. So don't get too in your head about it. That's where you really need to ground, because sometimes something's going to feel really good, and it is good. And don't let the fear of the other shoe dropping stop you from receiving that abundance. Because remember, that magician came out at the beginning, which is you are receiving your manifestations. So trust that if it's good and it feels good, then it is good. If it doesn't feel good, then it's probably not for you, and let it pass you by. And you're going to need to use your intuition for that discernment, because you have the Fool card here. This is a brand new beginning for you. You have shed so much up to this point. You're shedding so much now. This is a fresh new start, and you're going to need to take a leap of faith. And that leap of faith is going to be on yourself. You're going to need to really believe in yourself and the work that you've done to take the next steps into this amazing new beginning that you have created for yourself. Like, you built this, you did the work. This is the road that you designed for yourself. Oh, and it's going to lead to victory with the 6 of Wands behind it. I love that. All your hard work is paying off. The 8 of Coins was beneath that. I love this. Okay, after that, we have the Queen of Swords. Yes, this is that discernment that I was talking about. Make sure you are processing through things correctly. Now, the Queen of Swords is not afraid to take action. She does not suffer that analysis paralysis that the King of Swords can get into. She is good to go, but she will look at all angles of a story and make a decision based on that intuition, that discernment, and the information present. So she's not gonna go just with like what feels right, like the Queen of Cups is. She's gonna absolutely utilize logic, but you need to balance that with your intuitive side. Don't over logic your intuition. Make sure that that's the key player here. But keep your wits about you, and you're going to be great. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. So this is that new solid beginning that you are leaping into. With it being in reverse, that just tells me that, like this 2 of Wands, it is still in construction, where it's not, the opportunity isn't fully present yet, but all of the elements are here and they are being forged together as we speak. Sue Ellen is also here, making a presence to bless the reading. Come on, baby. Yep, there she is. Thank you. We now have both cats present. So yes, your solid new start, your solid new beginning. Woo! Is here, and it's coming together. It's just a little creative chaos, the likes of which we are currently seeing. Thank you for demonstrating what this looks like in our lives. Appreciate it. All right, your reading has been blessed by the cats, my witchy familiars. Behold. Final card out. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse. I love seeing this in reverse. This means that all those lose-lose battles, the stuck between a rock and a hard place where no matter what you did, there was no good choice. There was just a better one. That's all behind you now. All this conflict, all this just bickering and fighting and people wanting to be obstinate for the sake of being obstinate, whatever ego is happening, are gone. You don't have to worry about this. This is going to be smooth sailing from here on out. You just have to get through whatever is being released for you right now. Let it happen, let it flow, practice some good self-care. It's a good time to just be very kind and gentle to yourself, and whatever comes up, forgive it and give yourself love. So, because you have amazing things coming in, and this is just making the room so that you can experience that joy fully. I hope this helped. I'll see you later. Bye.